Over 7 million illegal cars are being driven on Britain's roads every day.
Not insured, no MOT or tax, no licence. We've now got a call to pick up 2 stolen vehicles.
Each year, hundreds of thousands of vehicles are seized.
Thieves don't like using their own vehicles, do they?
Are locked up at one of the country's car pounds.
You have to call Capital.
I don't have to call anyone. I'm trying to help you here.
Here we go.
Fuck up!
And if you've parked illegally,
You can't stand on the white line. Make sure you all get back in the car.
or even missed a payment,
No.
your vehicle might end up behind the maximum security gates of a car pound too.
Hi Lee, I've just had a police job come in.
This car's got drugs inside.
For the first time, we've gone behind the scenes at some of Britain's busiest car pounds
You guys rock 24/7.
We have our moments of rocking.
to uncover the shocking,
There's live shotgun cartridges in it.
I'm quite lost for words, if I'm honest.
miserable,
This is the third one they've taken off me now in 3 months.
and downright dangerous drivers committing all kinds of vehicle violations.
He said that his brakes have failed.
No time. Yeah, you have plenty of time. Shut the door.
These are the highway heroes cleaning up our streets.
It's very dangerous. You've got to have your wits about you all the time.
And once they've locked up your vehicle,
You've got one car here. What's your excuse?
if you don't pay the fine,
Get you there.
you can wave goodbye to your wheels forever.
Scumbags.
But if he just paid his tax in the first place, we wouldn't be here, would we?
Britain's car pounds play a vital role in the crackdown on crime and vehicle violations on our roads.
Let's see how we go.
How can I help?
I come to get my car.
In North London, one of the busiest car pounds in the country, Lantern Recovery are contracted by the police to help them seize vehicles on and around some of the liveliest roads in the country, including the M25. Around 200 staff work around the clock, locking up more than 25 vehicles a day. And if you want your car back, the first port of call is the pound reception.
Hello. What can I do for you?
My partner sent me.
That's fine.
Right, a Hyundai.
There can only be 2 people in this office, so do apologise.
Working here at Lantern Recovery, I've been here for quite a long time, probably in the region of about 17 years.
Okay. What you were saying is not really making a lot of sense. No.
I like the challenge, I like the variety that you get at a front desk.
Hello, what have you got there, young man?
Morning, my love. What do I have? I've got the Jack Daniels if you want it. I do.
Got
Right.
work, thank you.
Plus, I'm sort of like a people person sometimes. I say that sometimes because sometimes I'm not. Okay.
Wobbly, wobbly. That's all done.
Right, thanks.
Have a good day. May it get better by the minute. Haha.
Another veteran of the pound is driver Lee. He's worked here for over 25 years and is just starting a 12-hour shift.
Hello.
Hi Lee, I've got another police job for you.
Yeah. I run the South Mim site, which is where all the storage vehicles are for the police.
Right, they've given us 2 locations for this one. A1
Junction 5 to 4.
parallel with New Road, Welling Garden City.
Yeah, I know where the New Road is. I know where that is. All right, ta-da. All right. So I sort of oversee the site down here and also go out and do all the police work, recovering the vehicles for crime, for non-insured, and accidents, all that sort of work. No, to be honest, you never know what you're going to go out to and what you've got to do. So sometimes you say they can be quite distressed after having an accident and in shock and they don't really know what they're doing. And other times when you're taking the car away from them and they got the hump, then it's a different ball game. No one's got no money, you know what I mean? I'll taxes run out, I'll try and get away with it for a month or just use the car once or twice and then bang.
Last year, the DVLA dished out over 1.2 million penalties for untaxed vehicles.
There he is over there.
The missing tax amounts to £100 million in lost revenue, money that could be spent improving Britain's roadways.
See if there's any passengers with it or not, but I would imagine there's 1 or 2. Is it no insurance?
No, it's no tax.
Oh, no tax.
What's weird is on PNC and everything, it's an E350.
Right.
But it's clearly not.
No, not
I've checked
compact.
the visible VIN under the driver's seat, one stamped into the chassis. It is the right VIN. It's just been registered wrong.
Right, okay.
Without tax, the police have seized the car, and the woman can no longer drive it.
You right?
I'm not going to be on that, am I?
Yeah, on a lorry, yeah. We're kind of a dog in the truck. Every sort of 10 vehicles go past you can probably guarantee 3 or 4 of them is either no insurance, no tax, no MOT, no licence. You know what I mean? There's an awful lot out there. So I winch your car on, you stand it with your seatbelt on, and we get you back to the depot, we get the car off, and then you can get out. Yeah.
It shouldn't happen, I live 5 minutes away.
Just stay in the car for the minute, yeah? Right. Yeah, some people do make genuine mistakes. But a lot going on and don't realise that maybe the direct debit hasn't come out of the bank or generally just forgot. Right, put it in neutral and handbrake off. Right, it's going to start to roll, yeah? But don't worry about it. No, you'll be right. But unfortunately, it's not one rule for one for another. The same rule applies to everyone, and the vehicle's got to be taxed and insured. Just do it over your way a little bit. Your way, that's it, lovely. You've done this before, haven't you? Right, if you just put it in park, put the handbrake on. Right, I need to take the key back. Well, if you put your seatbelt on while you're in there, I'm going to strap it on, put the bed on, and then we'll get you to the roundabout. I'll get the car off like this, and we'll get you out there. Right, let's go.
With the car heading to the pound, the woman and her dog will have to find another way home. In Northampton, another busy car pound. This one, run by CMG Recovery, assists a number of police forces in the Midlands.
I've got a BMW 5 Series for you, no insurance.
This maximum security operation can hold up to 340 seized vehicles.
So we're taking this little one here.
Experienced driver Ian is responding to a police call-out.
Here we go again.
I'm a CMG Lights recovery operative. I feel very privileged to be involved with helping the police removing vehicles that shouldn't be on the road. It's not just the odd day here and there. It's very busy and it's all year round. We can get called for any type of job, so need to be ready for that. Wow, there's some damage on this one, isn't there?
Yeah.
Ian arrives on the scene to find a red Volkswagen Golf.
Oh, that one.
The police have discovered the car has no tax. The owner's nowhere to be seen, but it's illegal to park an untaxed vehicle on a public road, so they've seized it.
We've got another no tax vehicle, so this one's going to be taken back to the yard for storage until the customer comes to claim the car.
Just as he's about to get to work,
Here we go.
the owner shows up.
Fuck up. You need to run our diesel. I'm not going to live there. If you run our diesel, let's not come back. Look at the tip of it.
And he doesn't plan on giving his car up without a fight.
Stop taking the key. You took this dog out that car.
You need to get away from the truck.
Just going to make it your job hard.
Coming up,
But it's obviously stuck there, is it?
an uninsured driver fails to deliver,
They've obviously been delivering a parcel to this house, got in and tried to turn around and come out, and obviously got stuck on the grass.
I have to keep stopping and watch what that guy's doing.
and the Golf owner tries to put the brakes on.
Look at that.
That's good.
In Northampton, Ian is with the police, trying to get an untaxed VW Golf back to the pound.
What? Take the key. You took the car. Take the car.
But the owner isn't happy.
Here, chap.
No, I ain't speaking to you, bro. Take it. You've done it. You're going to do it without me, bro. There's no need.
As a recovery driver, you go out day in, day out, not realising what you're coming up to.
You have the option.
Well, we can put diesel in.
You can pay it by the roadside. Let's go take it then. I'm not stopping.
Okay.
I just don't want to speak to none of you. You're public servant. I don't need your service. That's lovely. Thank you. I'm just trying to help you out. You can't. Yeah. How can you help me out?
Not paying the tax bill at the roadside means the man will have to fork out extra cash for every day it stays at the pound.
They can't take it. You ain't going to help nothing, mate. So I'm not going to help you.
Out on the road, we have people that think that if they give us abuse, that we'll just back down and walk away and leave their car. But unfortunately, that's not the case. When we are asked to take the vehicle will be going.
Without the keys, Ian's only option is to try and lift the car onto his truck. It's a tricky manoeuvre and a dangerous one with distractions.
Watch the wheels. If you scratch them, you will pay for them.
Well, we took a picture of them. You go stand over there, mate. Chap. The job itself can be dangerous. You get a lot of people that give you abuse when you're collecting the vehicle. Some people don't want you to take their car. You need to stand back, mate. You need to go back.
Public car.
The guy's been a little bit awkward, so I have to keep stopping and be watching what that guy's doing. If he goes near that car while I'm lifting it in the air and he gets hurt, it's going to be my fault. And every time the police officers go near him, he starts running around, so I have to keep stopping. You need to get away from the truck!
I'm not nowhere near your truck, mate.
Yeah, you get people walking up to you, trying to intimidate you, to get you to back down, or you get the odd person shouting at you, trying to put you off, so you end up doing your job wrong.
Just because I'm making your job hard. Because you're meant to do it properly. Go back.
A number of years ago, I had someone spit at me. I've had drinks thrown at me.
Scratch or the dent there.
But you have to grin and smile.
That is my front bumper on the floor. Whoa, look at that.
When you get an abuse, that's when I'll kind of walk away and think, that was a good one. That was a good one.
And to top it off, even the weather starts to get frosty.
See that wheel bent out? Stretching my axle. And this one.
Stand there and you can see that.
Do something about it.
Stand there.
Come on. What are you going to do?
After almost an hour, Ian finally manages to secure the car.
Well done, mate. Well done. Yeah, well.
Not the first time, won't be your last. But if he just don't pay his tax in the first place, he wouldn't be here, would we? You learn to ignore them. Learn to be the bigger man, walk away. Walk away and live another day, kind of thing.
If the owner doesn't pay the bill within 14 days, Ian's next trip with the car will be to the scrapyard. Police use automatic number plate recognition cameras to check whether vehicles are insured, taxed and MOT'd.
I've got no insurance for you in Daventry. It's Ford Fiesta.
Intercepting cars in this way helps the police crack down on more serious crimes too.
Usually you stop a vehicle for one thing, could be something small, and it can lead to a whole host of other things. It's a way of almost targeting criminals, and it's quite an easy way for the police to catch somebody. And it can be a really effective way of helping to prevent and even detect crime. So I, for one, I really enjoy a bit of traffic day to day, as it really helps us do our job.
And it was an ANPR camera that snared Lee's first catch of the day, an untaxed Mercedes. Lee's towed the woman and her dog to a bus stop nearby.
Still here? Yeah, get out now. Don't slip on here, yeah? Hold on.
Let me get my dog. I've got to get my stuff as well. I've got half my life in it.
Oh, you always do, don't you?
Newcastle.
Have you? What, you driven down today?
Yeah.
Have you?
So lucky enough.
Yeah.
This is the third one they've taken off me now in 3 months.
For what? What, no tax or?
No, the first one. I don't really know what it's a bit long-winded or...
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so we're at junction 4 here, we're at junction 1 of the A1. Yeah, on the roundabout, you can see us from the roundabout. All right, no worries. All right, see ya.
To save her car from the scrap heap, she will need to pay the tax and the £100 a day storage costs. Only then can it be released back to her. For some people, not paying their tax might be accidental, but others take an illegal and risky gamble.
People take their vehicle out either without knowing that they haven't taxed it or being fully aware that they haven't taxed it and trying to go to a cheeky corner shop somewhere.
The weather certainly makes a difference. If it's raining or, you know, bad weather, they think, oh, well, rather than walk around the corner, I'll jump in the car, just take a chance. It's only around the corner, but 9 times out of 10, that's exactly when you're going to get caught, when it's just around the corner from your house. So it's quite a meaty car, isn't it? 10 plate, so she'll be back.
It's very cheap to get your car taxed anyway. I've had people come in and get the car taxed for £30, but yet they've been charged £100 just to get their vehicle pulled out. So it's a risk that's not worth the reward, to be honest.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makes 200.
Forgetting to pay your tax might be an honest mistake, but it's still an expensive one.
Yeah, that was silly.
A stay at the pound doesn't come cheap.
She could have come back and paid the security charge, £160, and the £100 recovery fee, and took it. But she chose to go home, so we dropped off in Hatfield. So all she's got to do now is get taxed for it, bring the documents in, come into us within 24 hours, that's £100, or over 24 hours is £200. So as soon as she comes in, the cheaper it will be.
And if she doesn't return within 14 days, it could be fatal for her Mercedes. The pounds don't just see people who've broken the law, but victims of crime too. A vehicle is stolen in the UK every 9 minutes. If they're found, they often end up at the pound, where they rack up daily storage fees until they can be reunited with their owners.
I'm recovering my bike.
One such unlucky owner has come to collect his motorbike.
Okay, so let's have a look at this. So this is the white one, isn't it? The one that does a kickstart, doesn't it? Okay.
Basically, I come to my girl's house in Hatfield, and then all of a sudden I come outside after a couple of hours after seeing the bike last, I see it's not there.
So do you have your documents, sir?
Yeah, I've got pictures of it.
And then we'll sort out some money, yeah?
I was stressed, because me, I love my bike, you know, and I've always loved bikes as a kid, and that's my favourite bike I've ever had. I didn't chain it to something.
So it was just there, immobile, but movable?
Not really movable. They must have picked it up and put it in a van.
There was probably more than one of them as well.
He may be one of the 40,000 who fall victim to motorcycle theft each year, but he was smart enough to be prepared.
Lucky they didn't know I had a tracker inside, or they didn't try looking for one. Because as soon as they switched on the back, I got the notification that it's...
You got it back real quick. In that case, you just got so lucky. Right, so I've got those printouts, they're fine. Now we just need to sort out some money. So you've got £150. Is that debit card or cash?
Debit card.
Debit card, OK. It's the white kickstart bike, Husqvarna. It's just on the, well, it was near this second bench. There you go. There, all right. No problem. Good luck.
With storage fees paid and documents verified, the bike is back with its rightful owner.
I got charged £150. I mean, you know what, it's better, the bike cost me like £4.5 grand, so I'd rather pay £150 than lose the whole thing. That's what I mean.
But it's not quite the happy ending he hoped for.
from what I'm seeing right now, it looks alright. And I think it would be alright because, oh wait, yeah, we've got a problem here. There's no clutch.
It looks like the bike was damaged during the theft.
Oh, no way. This is broken. That little metal rod, that's not supposed to be there. I'm not sure. I'm not a mechanic, innit?
It's been a costly experience.
Including travel costs and to try and get the bike up to the garage is going to cost at least £100. That's deep. It's a bit of a bummer, really.
But with a temporary fix found, at least he'll be able to get his bike home today.
Just testing it out, innit? I feel like the steering's a little bit off, you know? Because when I've got the handlebar straight, the wheels are slightly going a bit to the right. Which wasn't happening before. It's a bit weird. It shouldn't be like that. But other than that, the clutch is fine now. I mean, it's rideable. I have to take it slowly. I need to get to Watford. I've got a garage there. I'll take it to them, see what they say. Hopefully it won't cost me more than like 20 quid. I hope.
A few miles south, and a busy day for Lee continues as he heads to another police job.
This one's a 165A, which is no insurance. There's a lot of vehicles out there. You probably find every sort of 10 cars that go past you, probably 4 or 5 of them are no insurance. There's an awful lot out there that ain't. More than probably what you really think or what you know.
Every year, uninsured drivers injure 23,000 people, and that results in increases to everyone else's insurance premiums.
There it is. Looks like it's stuck in the mud. But we're going to have a look. There's a police car there, so we'll have a little chat to them and see what's what. What is this, no insurance? What have we got this for?
Season under no insurance.
But it's obviously stuck there, is it?
Tried to get it out, but unfortunately can't get it out.
So we'll winch it out and take it away. No problem. All right. Not your normal one, but...
Before Lee can load the car onto his truck, the driver wants to empty the boot.
They've obviously been delivering a parcel to this house, gone in and tried to turn around and come out, and obviously got stuck on the grass. Somewhere along the line, maybe the police have been called or they've come past, and it materialises he's got no insurance. So he's now unloading all the parcels out of the car, and we'll take the car. I don't think he's very happy. Everything out? Everything out? Yeah?
Huge increases in online shopping has seen a massive rise in freelance delivery drivers on Britain's roads.
Just stand over that way just a little bit, just to make you out of the way.
And many of them aren't driving the more traditional vans or lorries. There's profit to be made by reducing your outgoings, but insurance isn't something you can do without.
There's a massive effect. The uninsured drivers out there obviously cost everyone money. When they have an accident, you know what I mean? If they hit you and they're not insured, that means you've got to claim off your insurance, which at the end of the year, your insurance premium will go up. And if you multiply that by everyone that's out there that gets hit, it's an awful lot of money. So these people out there with no insurance cost everyone out there an awful lot of money every year. There'll be a few unhappy customers there, soaking wet parcels. Obviously, in parcels, that are all time deliveries, and that causes a problem for the person delivering them. And obviously, just probably a whole load of hassle, really, you don't need.
Whether intentional or just careless, a stay at the car pound will prove a costly experience for this delivery driver.
Now, the inconvenience he's got is obviously getting all his paperwork together, going to a police station, getting it all stamped, then coming into us, paying the charges, which is £150, plus any storage if it's there over 24 hours. Plus he'd have a fine from the police, obviously a £200 fine for no insurance, and he'd get 6 points on his licence. So all in all, he's not had a very good day.
Coming up.
Oh, they're all live.
A dangerous discovery in an abandoned car.
This blue Fiesta, there's live shotgun cartridges in it.
This is true.
And the owner of the untaxed Golf wants his car back.
I was literally on the way back to take it off the road.
Scumbags.
That is my front bumper on the floor. Look at that.
After being harassed by the owner of an untaxed car, Ian eventually gets it back to the car pound in Northampton.
Oh, he really kicked off.
Yeah.
He weren't happy at all, and it was making it very difficult for me.
No taxer.
Yeah, no tax, and he said he'd run out of diesel.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just shouting, running around the truck. I had to stop so many times.
Yeah.
Because at one point, it was actually standing right beside the truck. You get them days that test you. I know, that was definitely a tester. Wind, attitude, nothing got damaged, all good. Yeah. All happy days. He wouldn't give us the keys. It will sit there until he either comes in to tax it, or, well, if he doesn't come to collect it, salvage. He's got 14 days, so the quicker he gets here, the better it will be for him. So what we do, we're going to put this away, go do some paperwork, get the yard man to make me a coffee.
Yeah, finger greens.
Meanwhile, at Lantern in London, there's the usual steady flow of vehicle owners arriving at reception.
Hi. What can I do for you?
I've come to collect some personal items from a car.
So what did you want to collect?
It's a Kia Sportage. My customer just left his car on the M25, literally not very far from you.
It's a black Land Rover, Range Rover.
You have to call Capital.
I don't have to call anyone. I'm trying to help you here.
You do need to have a relatively thick skin, but a lot of the time it's more a case that they're upset.
I've got the letter from the owner.
You get people that are like, I want my vehicle back. Give me my car. It's my vehicle. You can't stop me getting my car.
Look, I understand what you're telling me,
The
but
police saying to the guys they need to be paid. It's saying that they know about the payment.
Hello, Lantern Recovery Supplements.
Yeah, some of them are fairly strong. Some of them are fairly bolshy.
It's just a joke. Thank you.
But it's not my place to judge. All I'm there to do is to make sure the documents are right, to make sure that the people do the right thing, they pay what they owe, and they get the vehicle out. You know, that's it.
How many times come in today, Amber?
120.
Like you?
Just a couple.
No worries, mate. Take care. Cheers, bye. No.
Hi, French Cook's car.
What's the reg?
There he is, over there, look.
Earlier, Lee picked up a woman and her dog after police pulled her over for not having vehicle tax.
I literally happened only 5 minutes away.
Just stay in the car for a minute, yeah?
She revealed this wasn't her first dealings with the pound.
I've got half my life in it.
Oh, you always do, don't you? Have you?
This is the third one they've taken off me now in 3 months.
Yeah.
And now she's back for her car.
I've got the documents. You just sent them through, didn't you?
Just, what do you need, just a passport?
Yeah, got it insured and everything for the day, I think.
Yeah.
So the last thing you need to do is for the police to put it back in because you haven't got it insured.
Don't. That'll be my luck as well.
That'll be another 150 quid as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, just check that's the right amount and then... Perfect. There's your invoice. If you wait out the front, I'll get the boys to bring it up front to you. No worries, take care. Guys, can I get a vehicle pulled out of the police pound, please? It's a Mercedes E350.
Getting it back, so that's good. No dogs today, so that's even better. Yeah.
Between the storage costs, paying her tax in full, and possibly a higher insurance premium, it's been an expensive journey home.
But it's £260. And then obviously tax as well. It does take the mickey a bit, especially when it's an honest mistake and it's not really your fault. But it is what it is, nothing else to do. I've got my car, so boom, here I go.
At CMG's Pound in Northampton, someone else has come to get their car back. The driver of the untaxed Golf has had to pay his tax bill plus another £100 to get his vehicle released.
Oh, can you hear that kind of fire farted? This is Joe.
Golf, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, just come and have a look over it, yeah?
Yeah. I was literally on the way back for the petrol to stick it off take it off the road. But you can't move an automatic without thing I can't tow it. And a lot of coppers don't know that because they're stupid. But that's a copper's prerogative, isn't it, being stupid? Scumbags. Way too much. Where? Where this in there? When I tell you to.
Good old easy start.
Good old easy start. Yeah, boy. Can't beat me easy start. Love that now.
Oh, you're good. That's one happy customer.
Across the other side of the yard, Will, who's worked here for nearly 3 years, has picked up a vehicle found abandoned.
Definitely going scrap. No one's coming back to pick this up. I wouldn't even pick it up. It's filthy and it's a banger. Definitely been out wagging it around the field.
But what's inside the car is even more shocking.
Oh, they're all live. That's not actually good.
Live shotgun cartridges.
Might need to get firearms to come down to take these, to be fair. Hello. This blue Fiesta, there's live shotgun cartridges in it. Live shotgun cartridges. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And I've just lifted the boot. It's kind of painful. No, there's no gun in there. Yeah, all right, mate, no worries. There you go. This don't happen often. You don't tend to find shotgun cartridges in a car. Come on in.
It looks like the car might have been used for coursing, a common problem in rural parts of the UK, where poachers hang out of the window of a moving car and shoot at animals in fields.
Never had that before. First time for everything, I suppose.
When they can't catch them in the act, the police have found that prosecuting poachers for motoring offences can be an effective way to stop their crimes. So Will's discovery might end up being a valuable one for the authorities.
Seeing that today is just got to take a bit of caution. Police are coming down to get the shotgun catchers and raising a whole new instance, so they're going to sort of investigate to see actually what was going on.
Friday. I love Fridays. It's like a mini holiday, isn't it? Yeah, come Friday, it's like, oh yeah, I've got a little mini holiday.
Yeah, really? Seriously? That's how you look at it?
I know you guys don't have policy because you guys rock 24/7.
We have our moments of rocking. With the cars that come into the pound, 25% to a third would be not reclaimed. Enjoy your weekend.
I will. I'll be 60 with you.
No, you won't. They're either involved in something nefarious, there's a used in crime, or they're proceeds of crime. The police will hold on to those vehicles. They then go on to a life in the scrapyard in the sky. And we've had beautiful Jaguars, we've had a couple of other vehicles that are just so stunning. And you just think, no!
The Pound don't just seize desirable vehicles. They look after stolen ones too.
We're going out to a BMW 420 that's been stolen in Hatfield. It's been dumped in a pub car park.
In the UK, only 2 in every 5 stolen motors are ever returned.
There is quite a lot of stolen cars out there. We probably, on average, we could probably do maybe a dozen a week, something like that. Right, it should be right here. This is the pub here. How you doing? Not bad. This little gem here, is it? We've got keys or anything for it or not? Is it for full SOCO?
SOCO, or Scene of Crime Officer, will carry out a full forensic inspection of the vehicle once it is back at the Pound. It means Lee cannot touch the inside of the car.
Obviously, you look at this side, it's obviously been through the wars. The owner won't be too happy with that when he comes back.
Keyless car thefts have risen by more than 200% in the London area, making some luxury models practically uninsurable.
It's a growing problem. Newer vehicles that have got the keyless technology, there are ways and means where criminals can go and they use devices that will basically forge the key to open the vehicle, and then they'll just be able to drive off with them. That's why police actually recommend that you get the tins and the pouches that you can put your keys in so that the signals don't emit.
Right, that's it. Let's go.
Some car pounds have dedicated facilities where cars can be stored and inspected by forensic teams.
We've got a police pound down the back, a secure compound where obviously all the vehicles go, which is down the back, all behind lock and key, all on camera.
The police will contact the owner to tell them they've recovered their vehicle. But it's not all good news.
It'll be a shock for them when they come in and see this one, no doubt. They wouldn't want the car back, it'll go for their insurance, and which means their premium's going to go up. Bad luck all round, they've had the car taken, had it smashed up, and now they're going to suffer when they go to reinsure a car. So, yes, it's not good.
Coming up.
Come on! No time. No time? Yes. You have plenty of time.
Lee clips the wings of a flighty driver.
One of his passengers, he's running late for his flight.
Oh, there it is down there. Lovely.
And doesn't end the day a happy camper.
No wheels, full of rubbish. You know what I mean? Just what we want in the yard.
Well, Lee, got a police job for you?
Back on the road again, car pound driver Lee has had another non-stop day.
A 06 plate BMW 3 Series.
It's on the M25, 22 to 21. And we've got this one for no tax.
We do get quite a few near misses on the motorway. Motorways are the most dangerous places we probably work. There's 3 lanes of fast-flowing traffic. Obviously, you've got lorries normally in a slow lane, which are doing sort of 50, 60 mile an hour, and they're right on the white line. Of course, running going to be a foot the other side of it. So we've got to be very careful. There's the red lights. Not bad.
The officer spotted the car driving erratically.
So we were travelling down the M25, seen the vehicle ahead of us. It's been right behind the vehicle in front of it. It's then done an undertake on that vehicle. It's then proceeded to then go into lane 1, undertake several more vehicles. We've caught up with it. Reported in roadside for the man who was driving without due care and attention. Further checks on the vehicle revealed that it was untaxed in September this year. And under the DVLA devolved rules, we're allowed to seize that vehicle.
How many is there? 5 of them?
Yeah, 5.
All right, blimey. All right, they'll have to stay in the car.
As well as the car, Lee now has 5 passengers to look after too.
What you do, you all need to get back in it because you've got to stay in the car on the lorry. All stay in the cars, all of you. Come over here. You can't stand on the white line. Make sure you all get back in the car. So we'll get it now. We'll get you on the lorry and then we'll get you back to the depot, yeah? You've got to stay in the car, yeah? Have you got your documents on you? Documents, driving licence, insurance?
I have it.
MOT for the car?
For this I take my car, for the tax.
Yes, yeah, but have you got MOT on you or not? What documents you got on you for the car?
I have all the documents.
You've got everything, okay.
He might have his documents, but he doesn't have much patience.
So what?
No time.
No time? Yes. Yeah, you have plenty of time. Shut the door.
And it turns out there's a reason for the rush.
One of his passengers, he's running late for his flight. So yeah, unfortunately now, because of that, it's going to be even later.
Good afternoon, Lanterns. Right, okay. No front wheels. Okay, yeah, leave it with us. I'll get a driver on his way.
After dropping the hapless holidaymakers at the pound, Lee's last call of the day is to a remote country lane.
Oh, there it is down there. Lovely. Just what we want.
It's one of around 1 million fly tipping incidents reported in England every year. And lifting and disposing of these nuisance vehicles is yet another job for the Pound's recovery team.
This is a lovely job, isn't it? What's this one? Just been dumped? Has it all just come off or something? Is it? Or it's,
looks like fly tippers. It looks like it's been the back of a low loader.
Yeah.
Actually protruded by the cable.
Drive off. Drive off.
Obviously, it's left the
left it there.
Left the beautiful beast behind.
Yes. No wheels, full of rubbish. You know what I mean?
In the last 3 years, the Pounds have seen an increase in large vehicles like this being dumped at roadsides.
When you get a few caravans, to be fair, they do the same again. They get a caravan, fill up with rubbish, tow it down the road, down a lane like this, unlock it and drive off.
I can't find anything on it that will actually
relate to anything. No,
They've
no.
stripped the passenger side door of all the
Yeah,
plates.
everything will be on there, yeah.
It's like trick buggers.
Yeah, that's what they do, don't it? That's what they do.
Yeah.
But they've obviously cut this door off, which normally has all the platings in there to say what obviously vehicle, chassis number, that sort of stuff. So they've obviously took that off, so you can't find out which car, what it is. And then just filled up with rubbish and dumped it.
With night falling fast, the 4-ton motorhome dumped on a narrow country lane is a hazard.
Can't leave it here for too long.
Lee's colleague Michael arrives to assist.
I'm quite lost for words, if I'm honest. Oh, boss.
Long time no see.
Yeah. There's almost a camper family.
I've been to some police jobs over the years, but I think this one is one of the better ones. You ain't got to worry about no damage, have you? I love the fact, though, that somebody's padlocked into a tree.
Go on, Michael.
Go on.
Right.
I think you can safely say, in all the years you've been doing this job, I don't think you've had anything quite like this, have you?
Right, nice and easy, Mark. You're not none of your normal driving.
With the motorhome on its way back to the Pound, Lee's day is done. But in 12 hours' time, he'll be back at the wheel, doing it all again.
Let's go and see what it's all about.
Next time,
I'd say you can't really be driving it anywhere.
a car without an MOT is taken off the road for good.
What happens if you're not coming to pick it up at the curb?
It'll get crushed.
Hello? Hello?
And an impatient punter at the Pound has plate problems.
Hello?
I'm going to come back here in a few minutes.
And that's brand new Car Pound Cop, same time next week. On Friday at 8, married comedians Paul Merton and Suki Webster are planning all sorts of wild activities as their brand new motorhoming adventure takes them to the Lake District. Next tonight, an 86-year-old man has given himself an unusual injury while trying to remove splinters as new series Casualty 24/7 Every Second Count continues.
Over 7 million illegal cars are being driven on Britain's roads every day.
Not insured, no MOT or tax, no licence. We've now got a call to pick up 2 stolen vehicles.
Each year, hundreds of thousands of vehicles are seized.
Thieves don't like using their own vehicles, do they?
Are locked up at one of the country's car pounds.
You have to call Capital.
I don't have to call anyone. I'm trying to help you here.
Here we go.
Fuck up.
And if you've parked illegally,
You can't stand on the white line. Make sure you all get back in the car.
or even missed a payment, your vehicle might end up behind the maximum security gates of a car pound too.
Hi Lee, I've just had a police job come in.
This car's got drugs inside.
For the first time, we've gone behind the scenes at some of Britain's busiest car pounds.
You guys walk 24/7.
We have our moments of rocking.
To uncover the shocking,
There's live shotgun cartridges in it.
I'm quite lost for words, if I'm honest.
miserable,
This is the third one they're taking off me now in 3 months.
and downright dangerous drivers committing all kinds of vehicle violations.
He said that his brakes have failed.
No time. Hey, you have plenty of time. Shut the door.
These are the highway heroes cleaning up our streets.
It's very dangerous. You've got to have your wits about you all the time.
And once they've locked up your vehicle,
You've got one more here. What's your excuse?
if you don't pay the fine,
Ridiculous.
you can wave goodbye to your wheels forever.
Scumbags.
But if he just paid his tax in the first place, we wouldn't be here, would we?
Britain's car pounds have never been busier,
Where's that going? Where's that one going?
helping wage war on the growing number of illegal drivers on our roads.
Got a police job in Watford, used in crime.
Around 1 in 30 motorists are driving without insurance, MOT, or a valid licence.
Good morning, CMG.
So someone from Farms will come and collect them.
This Northampton car pound is part of a family-run business that's been going for more than 50 years.
No keys, no? No. Unlocked though.
They can hold up to 340 seized vehicles. Some have been involved in more serious crimes. These are securely stored for forensic examination by the police. This morning, new recruit Ashley has been called out to recover a Mercedes whose driver has been arrested.
We've got a used in crime, needs picking up. Apparently there's a large quantity of drugs found in it. So police want to take it back, take all the trim and the speakers off and strip it all out. So, he gave me the key for it, but I've lost the key. You gave me the key, didn't you?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Second day on the job and I've lost the key. Let's go and check the cab. No. I think that is it there. There it is.
As the vehicle may contain evidence, Ashley must get it back to the Pound's secure facility, where it can be properly searched by police officers.
Before I started this job, I never quite realised how many cars a day are taken off the road for this sort of thing. You know, I just, you know what I mean? I just thought, yeah, you know, 1 a week, 2 a week. But you're getting more than that a day.
Various police jobs that we go to could be a forensics job, it could be just a seizure, various types of jobs that we do. We're all fully trained to recover in a manner suitable for the officers.
And it's a good job the car's being taken off the road.
The front tyre's completely bald. It's as smooth as glass, that is.
Recent data from the police revealed that illegal tyres caused 169 deaths and serious injuries over a 1-year period. Driving without an MOT incurs a £1,000 fine, increasing to £2,500, and a possible ban if the vehicle's deemed dangerous.
So let's take it back to the depot now and let the police have a further look at it. Because the police want to have another look at it and have it all apart and stuff,
We bring it here to our SOCO base, just scenes of crime, and the police just go through it all with a fine-tooth comb.
When the car's seized by the police, it's brought back to a secure compound where the vehicle's untouchable by anyone outside. It's under a locked gate with camera systems all around. More cameras than you get in a prison at some places. Some of the cars that we bring are for forensics, and we don't want people coming in tampering with the vehicle, so it has to be under lock and key in a secured area.
Any further evidence of criminal activity found in the vehicle could play a crucial part in a prosecution.
All done for us.
It's not just vehicles involved in serious crime that end up at the pound. Cars parked illegally,
So you've got quite a few lorries coming past.
causing an obstruction,
The battery's dead, so you can't get it started.
or with outstanding parking fines can all end up here too.
Proof that it's gone into my name,
The only way to spring your car out of the pound is to pay what's owed and make sure you have all the correct paperwork.
I did call that very
You did. It's still going to be 170.
Every case is different.
We've had quite a few people unhappy with the way things go.
Like, I'm nearly 2 hours later than I thought. It's been a long day today.
I think people make assumptions that they're not going to get caught, and so they take a chance.
There are even regular customers.
What colour is it?
Oh, it's blue.
Okay.
But it don't look blue.
Okay, maybe it's one of those funny blues, changes with the weather.
We do get repeat offenders. We do get people with the same car coming back again. It's always funny. It's like they're old friends. You don't want to be my friend. Yeah. I know that we know you, but do you really want to know us?
And it's not unexpected for some visitors to the pound to have an unusual tale to tell.
It's got to move the Socko!
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Arriving at CMG's Northampton pound this morning,
Basically, what it is on Saturday, yeah, I was walking down the street.
a man looking to retrieve a black BMW.
I saw a police car pull up to my partner's car and start taking interest in the vehicle. So I went over to them and said, what's wrong with the vehicle? They said, oh, whose vehicle is it? So I said, it's mine, because I wanted to know what was wrong with the vehicle. He said to me, the car's got no insurance, it's being driven. It's on clone plates.
Cloning a vehicle is when the identity of another vehicle is copied by stealing or duplicating their registration plates. The BMW ended up being seized and taken to the pound.
I haven't committed the fraud offence because I didn't change the plates. Someone's did that, someone's stolen my number plates. So I don't know what to do because I've got my car there, I've got the keys, I've got the logbook's in the vehicle, all of my stuff's in the vehicle.
Before the car can be released, it needs the correct license plates on it. But he can't get new plates without a logbook, which is inside the car. And getting access to the car might be easier said than done.
My partner bought it for me, so she's got a receipt from him. No, the car's in his name. She's given us the full logbook because we haven't sent it off yet.
If no one proves ownership within 14 days, the BMW will be heading to the scrapyard. Coming up.
No, not in what you've got now.
Could it be curtains for an illegal motor?
So you can't really be driving it anywhere.
So what happens if you're not organic to pick it up?
It'll get crushed.
What's it, no insurance?
It's used in crime.
And police want a closer look at a van abandoned at a farm.
A little bit more than meets the eye with this one. So it could be on a stolen plate as well. So there's all the sort of telltale signs.
In Northampton, a man is trying to retrieve a BMW from the car pound.
It's on clone plates. Someone's did that. Someone's stolen my number plates.
He needs to put new license plates on it before it can be released. But to purchase the plates, he needs the logbook from inside the car.
My partner bought it for me, so she's got a receipt from him. No, the car's in his name. She's given us the full logbook because we haven't sent it off yet. It's in my girlfriend's name. Yeah. For ID. And then we can get the logbook. Thank you very much.
The man's partner produces a sales receipt and some ID. So with the paperwork in order, he can collect the logbook, pick up some new plates, and get all the documents required to drive the car.
I've seen my car here on different number plates. 150 quid. I've got to dispute it with them. Hopefully they give me my money back, because they haven't done anything. I think they've used mine to do something, and they've put them on from a dodgy car. So when the police have drove past it, they thought it was a dodgy car. So they took it, but then they've realised, so called me back. So now I've just got to prove the car's mine for me to get it back.
But until the BMW has its genuine number plate, it's not going anywhere.
Hello. Hello.
Across the yard, driver Steve is called to recover a vehicle that local residents have reported as being abandoned. Over 12,000 vehicles are left abandoned on UK roads every year. Removing and destroying them costs the taxpayer more than £500,000. Further checks have revealed the gold VW he's there to collect has no tax, MOT or insurance. And a man has arrived claiming ownership of the vehicle.
You've got no MOT either at the moment, so...
No, not even what you've got now.
So, I'd say you can't really be driving it anywhere unless you're going straight to an MOT station.
Yeah.
As the car park is council-owned, the vehicle is still classed as being on the public highway.
I think he's parked it there thinking it's a safe place to park. It's off the road. He doesn't realise it's still council-owned property.
The only way it can be moved now is by tow truck. And once it's at the pound, the man can only reclaim the car by making it road legal again.
So you can't drop the car now to my address?
To avoid the cost of doing that, he asked Steve if he could move the car off-road for him to private property.
Obviously, because it's not insured, I'd have to put a recovery job on, and then we'd charge you extra for the recovery. Can you give me a quote on a recovery, please? So it'll be for this Passat that I'm on, and taking it from this address.
If he doesn't take it off the public highway, the owner will have 14 days to sort out his tax, MOT and insurance, or else the car will be scrapped.
Recovery, how can I help?
60 miles south, conveniently located just off the M25.
What's the reg on the vehicle?
That would bloody help, wouldn't it, eh?
Is one of the busiest car pounds in the country.
I think they're all there, mate. Let me just have a quick butchers.
On average, Lantern recover and impound up to 25 vehicles a day.
First left. Oh, you want the first left, yeah.
Their team of busy drivers are live-tracked and assigned jobs from the control centre.
Yeah, 2 officers at the scene.
They work closely with the local police force to help make sure dangerous vehicles and those involved in crime are removed from our streets.
Hi, Lee, I've got a police job for you.
I have a Ford Transit. I'll send the rest of the details over to you.
Experienced driver Lee has been called out to pick up a Ford Transit van.
It's on a farm. We don't normally go into farms. So, yeah, we'll see, really. There's just no insurance at the moment. It could entail to be a little bit more than that when we get there, but for the moment, that's all the info we've got.
In 2020, the top 3 most stolen vehicles in the UK are all vans.
Well, there's 2 unmarked police cars just come out of here, and they're sort of pointing down there, so we'll have to back down now, I think.
Another unmarked police car is waiting at the scene.
What's it, no insurance?
It's used in crime, so it's going to be SOCO'd.
You got keys around for it, have we, or not?
I think they're down there.
Got keys, perfect. All right, well done. Thank you very much. All right, cheers.
The police believe the van may have been used to commit a crime.
There's always a little bit more to it than meets the eye when they're down a farm track or off the sort of main road as such. How you doing? Hiya. Oh, if I take it up then, you want to come up when you're ready and I'll get the paperwork for you then, yeah? They're going to photograph the bits they got in here, what they say they've used to do whatever crime they've been done, and then it will go from there. So, away we go.
In the 1970s, Scotland Yard said transit vans were used in 95% of bank raids, earning them the nickname Britain's Most Wanted Van. And they're still frequently associated with crimes today. There's a number of them already in residence at the pound.
Obviously, the outside of it's not in great condition. I don't know what plate. I thought we had it down to...
Lee spots something else suspicious.
Was the front one the same as that? We had it down as a different plate on it. So it could be on a stolen plate as well, to be fair. Yeah, it just pops out there, sort of thing, so you can change the same as the back one. You can just put a plate out and put another one on it. And then you're looking for a different van. So it's all the sort of telltale signs.
Safely secured inside the pound, the police will now search it for any evidence of crime.
In this job, I've learnt that there are a lot more illegal vehicles out there than anyone could ever imagine. You look at a car and you think it's legal until you're in this type of job.
Car pounds are operated under high security conditions. Vehicles are locked up and placed under 24-hour surveillance.
Guys, can I get a vehicle pulled out of place, pound?
It's critical that any evidence is protected and preserved, and that no one can get their vehicle back before they're legally able to drive it again.
We're bringing in for crime, or something that's been involved in crime, or there's something in the vehicle they want out that's going to incriminate them in any way. Some people will go to the lengths of coming in, trying to get into the vehicle to get whatever it is out of it.
We've had people try to get in, but the security system has picked him up straight away and notified the authorities that have actually been here within minutes.
It's needed to be a secure location. That security comes from overhead cameras, the locked gates, the security separation. We've got a manned site here 24/7. We've got eyes pretty much anywhere.
They may even try and drive through the gate. That won't happen. So don't try it.
In Northampton, a man looking to reclaim a BMW, seized after police found it had false licence plates, is paying a second visit to the pound.
Excuse me. Got an appointment? All right.
After recovering the logbook from the car, he's now been able to get all his documents in order and purchase new plates.
Shall I give your boy the key? Because there's no keys for it.
It's been a bizarre and expensive experience.
So someone with that number plate has drove past my car, nicked my number plates, and put their plates on my car. But I didn't realise. I had to prove it was mine and then pay quite a lot for impounded insurance. It's cost me about £750 to get it out. It's either you pay that money or you lose your car.
And he doesn't want to wait any longer to be reunited with his motor.
Where are these people go? Hello?
With £250 in storage costs paid, paperwork checked and in order, recovery driver Ian is given the green light to prepare the car for release.
Just given me the keys to BMW that's got fake, either fake number plates or not insured number plates, and I've got to take them off the car. So he's got He's got to fit some legal plates onto the vehicle before he drives it off up the road. Obviously, they have to be fitted to be legal. Well, that's one. That's two. And I'll put these in here and then give him his car back.
All that's left is to put on the correct license plates.
I get some sticky tape. See you later.
Hello, it's Gary. Hello, Gary, all right?
Hello, mate. Got a police job.
What is it?
It's a BMW used in crime.
Right.
All right, mate. All right, thank you very much. Cheers.
Right,
Thank you. Bye.
In London, another police job for Lee.
2 stolen vehicles, 1 BMW and 1 Seat Alto. At the moment, all we know is they're stolen. Yeah, vehicles are used for a lot of crime. You say whether it's breaking into a house, whether it's nicking the car. Should be on our left down here. We'd either have Met Police on scene or maybe Hearts on scene. See what it's all about. Are we all right? We get the call from the police, and obviously if we bring it in for crime or something that's been involved in crime, anything like that has to be put away into our Socko bay, which is secure. Have we got keys for him or not? Yeah. There is a lot of crime on the roads out there. These are both stolen cars. Apparently this is the one they turned up in to steal that one. So we've got keys for them, so I'm not sure if maybe they bought that one earlier on. They left it there, you may think there's a tracker on it. But it's been there a little while, and they've come back in this one, and they've been caught. So whether they was waiting for them or it's a nice car, isn't it? Yeah. And turn up in the old banger to pick it up. We always like to think we're sort of like the fourth emergency service. But us going out there and clearing the roads and getting the vehicles off the road that are involved in the crime and the accident. It's a lot better, this one, here. You can see why they've taken it. Nice car like that, it's obviously worth quite a bit of money. So they'll say leave it there probably 24, 40 hours, hope for the best, quickly shoot in and try and take it. They've obviously come unstuck this time. Nicking the car with no keys. The keyless vehicles are obviously very common vehicles to be taken now.
Almost half of all vehicle thefts now involve keyless systems. This latest crime wave sees criminals using technology to target high-value cars.
Certainly for these top quality cars and the keyless entry and keyless start is obviously a problem. Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea, but obviously it's a lot more insecure than what it is if you had the key. Obviously, they can just come up at your house with a device. If your keys are somewhere within a certain perimeter, then it will unlock the car and it will start it, and they can take it without the key.
The vehicles will be taken back to the pound and securely stored for the police. They might contain important evidence.
Bring it in, and then the police will come in and say, all right, we want to look into that vehicle and come in and maybe search the vehicle or fingerprint the vehicle, and it turns out that it's linked to a bigger crime somewhere else, maybe further up the country. And they find it's got drugs in it or weapons in it or something that involves some other crime. That does happen. They'll do their forensic on them inside and out and see what they get off them.
Once they've been searched, the cars can be returned to their owners.
The owner will turn up for this one, 16-plate BMW, obviously M-Sport. Yeah, they've got to pay the charge, obviously, but to be fair, they'll be glad to get their car back.
Luckily, their vehicles are in one piece. Others used in crime, unroadworthy or without insurance, can end up involved in serious accidents.
I've seen some sights, and you do get some sights, but that's what the job's all about. It does get you, to be fair, because as I say, there is a lot out there, more than probably what the public really know. And it's probably us that sees the most of it, because we pick them up and then we find out what's gone on in the accident and find out who he wasn't insured or he never had a licence or unfortunately they was drunk. You know what I mean? And they take the chance because they're only going around the corner, but it's always just around the corners where the accident happened. My daughter obviously just turned 17, so she's about to get a car. So it does worry me about her going out in a car, but that's all part and parcel of growing up. And, you know what I mean? It's what it is.
Thankfully, the police, Lee and his car pound colleagues work 24/7 to rid the streets of illegal vehicles. And Lee's day is far from over yet. Coming up, the end of the road for this illegal motor.
290 pounds of pressure is about to crush this car.
And picked up by the police.
There is a bit of cider in there, yeah.
A car with no insurance and no one owning up to owning it.
Please just took this off the bus.
Have you got the certificate the police give you or not the paperwork? Just
Well,
for
it
your
weren't
name?
my vehicle. We're going to buy the vehicle.
In Northampton, Steve has been called out to pick up a gold VW reported to have been abandoned.
We've got no MOT either at the moment, so...
No, not even what you've got now.
But the owner has shown up and asked Steve how much it would cost to have the car towed onto private land.
It's going to be another £206 and 64 pence.
Well,
just take it then, yeah?
Take it,
yeah. Right.
What's your base anyway?
The man surrenders the car to the pound.
It's a no-tax vehicle, so it's got no tax, no insurance, and no MOT. We'll put a set of dollies on the back end and tow it away, so it's completely off the road, and we've not made any wheels turn. Record any damage that's on the vehicle, any minor scratch, any major dent, anything. Just covers ourselves as a company.
Once the car's at the pound, the owner will have 14 days to make it road legal. Otherwise, it will join around 1 million others sent to the scrapyard every year.
So what happens if you're not coming to pick it up?
It'll get crushed.
Crushed, yeah?
Yeah, it'll go to the scrapyard and get crushed.
For how long?
You've got 14 days.
To be sorted out, yeah?
Yep. So, he has asked me if he's like what would happen if he doesn't come and get the car. Normally means they're not going to bother. It's a 53 plate car. By the time he's paid for everything to get it back with the back tax and stuff, it's probably not worthwhile.
If I decide tonight, because I don't need any more of the car,
Yeah.
we have to pay for storage as well, or?
What if you don't want the car?
Yeah.
No, just ring the office.
Yeah.
They'll book you an appointment. You can go in, sign it over to us, and then we can scrap it on behalf of the DVLA. Yeah.
Steve finds himself in a tight spot.
He's going to move his car for me. Take his car away and he makes my life easier to get it out.
Back at base, Steve adds the vehicle to the others in car pound limbo, destined for collection or the scrap heap.
I've worked in other areas in the country and I've never known anywhere like Northampton. Northampton just seems to have a lot of untaxed, uninsured vehicles. I don't know whether it's because the police are more proactive around here or whether they can't afford it or whether they don't feel like they need it. A lot of the older cars, it's not worth their while paying the tax to get it back, so they just let it go and we end up storing hundreds of cars. This month alone, I think I've taken 36 to the scrapyard. So yeah, we do get a lot are going to scrap rather than being picked up.
There's never a dull day in the scrap industry.
If the gold VW isn't picked up, then its final hours could be spent here at one of Britain's many scrapyards.
Got your weight, pal. If you want to just pull down to the bottom, pal, I'll take it off for you.
We are the execution line and the end of line for these vehicles to stop them going back on the road, ultimately. We collect thousands of abandoned vehicles and nuisance vehicles all over the UK.
Walter Hesselwood in Sheffield crush 8,000 vehicles a year. It's a specialist procedure.
This vehicle so far, well, it's had the wheels taken off it, and the car will have already been stripped of the parts that will have been of value. Now what we will do, the first thing is we will drain the oil from the engine. So we're going to take the car and then put it onto the actual stands so that you can drain the fuel from the vehicle as well.
The next stage is to rip out the car's heart, its engine.
Oh, that was one of the easy ones. Yeah.
We get vehicles from local councils, the local authority, you know, compounds where vehicles have been taken from the roadside in an accident, and some have been taken off the road for proceeds of crime, you know, drug deals, things like that. Like I say, all shapes and sizes of vehicles, different makes and models, different conditions and things like that, and they all, you know, end up in the crusher.
This is the final part of the process. John's about to pick the car up, put it into the baler, and then it'll come out as a bale. £290 of pressure is about to crush this car.
We get thousands of enquiries each month for people looking to scrap the vehicles. It's a wonder sometimes how there's so many vehicles still on the road with the amount of vehicles that we get through the network.
And that's it, she's gone.
The scrapyard plays an important role in ridding Britain's roads of illegal vehicles.
We buy a couple of hundred vehicles a week, and a percentage of them have come from police recovery in some way, shape or form.
We do occasionally get the Porsche 911s, Maseratis that come through the gates. It is a shame to see some of these good cars go to scrap better than our own sometimes. When they've been involved in crimes, they have to be end of life. So when the police escort some of the vehicles into the yard, they have to be watched into the crusher so that they make sure that we do crush the vehicles and they can't go back on the road.
Vehicle crime is on the up, and it is a big problem, and it's only going to carry on being a problem. I don't foresee it will ever really stop.
Without insurance, over 1 million cars are being driven illegally on Britain's roads.
Uninsured cars, probably at one a day.
The average annual cost of car insurance is just under £500. If you're caught without it, you face a £300 fine, 6 points on your licence, and your vehicle could be seized. Some illegal drivers are captured by automatic number plate recognition cameras, which check details against a DVLA database. Other drivers come unstuck having been stopped for a different reason.
Police, they will pull the car over on the roadside, do their checks on it, no insurance. Some people say, oh, I thought it was this, or I thought it was that, or I thought my girlfriend was doing it, or my husband was doing it. But at the end of the day, they've got no insurance, so the car will be going and they'll have to pay the charges.
Hello, Lee.
Hello, Gary, all right?
Hello, mate. Got a police job in Watford.
Lee is en route to pick up yet another uninsured vehicle spotted by the police.
We've got a full Focus. Pulled him over, he's got no insurance. So now they've asked us to come and recover the car. Police should be on scene with it. Maybe the customer might still be there. So we'll see when we get there. Should be down here. Somewhere down here. That's a little full Focus. Right, here we are. How are you, all right?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
Waiting on the scene are plainclothes officers in an unmarked car.
It's a no insurance?
Yeah, with no keys, though.
Oh, ain't you?
No.
Oh, well.
Then I'll tell you that.
Ah.
Excellent.
All right, is it open or not?
It's open.
But no keys?
Yeah.
Well, if I give you that.
A car without keys means it can't be driven onto the back of Lee's truck.
Didn't tell me there's no keys for it, did you? So you're always full of surprises, aren't you?
Sorry.
I've got no keys for it. So I can only assume the owner's obviously not give the keys over and gone off with them. So we'll just do our pictures, obviously a bit of damage on it. There's a wing mirror missing now, she's just straight away. Yeah, bit of side and a few bits and bobs. This window rail's on with tape, so that's not a good sign. And the seatbelt's plugged in, so don't put it on. Yeah, I mean, they've got no insurance, they're running around with broken wing mirrors and no seatbelt on the phone, draws attention to them. And once they stop them for that, you find out no insurance and all the rest of it. You'll be surprised the amount of cars you bring in that they will stop just by looking at the car. You sort of take one look at them, you see they're not roadworthy. They're sort of a bit of an eyesore. They stick out when you're going down the road. You normally find them sort of people who drive around with no insurance. They shouldn't be doing it, obviously, but some people will. Some people just keep going. They'll go and buy an old banger, take it out, get stopped for no insurance, think nothing of it, go and get another one, and they'll just keep doing it. Some people just take the chance and just, be honest, getting stopped and getting a car taken off them don't really make a difference to them. They'll just go and buy another one.
1 in 5 road traffic accidents are linked to uninsured vehicles.
That's it, we're on. So we'll just get some straps on it, and then we'll be ready to go.
The police just took this off of us.
A woman appears.
Have you got the certificate the police give you, or not the paperwork, just for your name?
She claims her belongings are inside the car.
My daughter's left a birth certificate thing in the back of the car.
But as the vehicle's been seized, she needs permission from the police before Lee can give her access. Coming up...
It's quite a strong smell of cannabis from it, to be fair.
A rather relaxed roadside encounter.
It's got no tax, it's declared off roads, no insurance.
Chilled out, haven't they? Yeah, they're very chilled out. And you got the key for it or not? Obviously it's locked.
And there's discoveries in the boot.
Yeah, there's a dad's tool.
Got a pair of bolt croppers or not?
In Watford, car-pound driver Lee is helping police seize a non-insured vehicle.
But my daughter's left a birth certificate thing in the back of the car.
Right. If the officer says you can have it out, I'll get it out for you.
A woman wants her belongings from the car.
Is it all right, lady, to have it out? Long as I don't know if this is the lady, obviously. I don't know who's the owner of it.
She needs permission from the police.
It's just the LOL drawing book. No, he said he'd get it for me. It's fine.
If you're happy, I'll get it for the lady.
I ain't got nothing against it.
Yeah? All right, I'll get it. If you tell me what it is, I'll get it out for you.
The woman claims it isn't her car.
Well, it weren't my vehicle. We was going to buy the vehicle.
So someone dropped it off for you, Bill?
Yeah, to test drive it, but obviously it's come up no insurance. So the police have took the vehicle, and then whoever's got the insurance on the car will be able to collect it. Yeah, really. I didn't know you had to have insurance to test drive it.
She says her and her partner only took it for a test drive.
In the back of the driver's, behind the front driver's seat.
But there's a number of items inside she wants to retrieve.
Yeah, is it this book here?
Yeah, and the blue bag.
Oh,
got all the...
that book.
Thank you. Just no,
what else come out of this?
She's going mad about it.
Pens. Is that everything, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
In the back.
Yeah. In the boot. In the boot, you're saying?
Yeah, there's my dad's tool.
Have you got the key for it or not? Obviously it's locked. What's in the back?
It's just like a long tube. It's got his tool. It's a tool where he can work.
Got a pair of bolt croppers or not?
Yeah, I think it's both.
Them?
Yeah.
That's all that's in there. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. What are you planning on leaving it with? You not come back for it then, or be scrapping it?
Yeah,
all right, no problem.
Right, he was gonna buy it anyway, and the lady's old, so she said she was gonna get it crushed anyway, so she's going to get around like a little bit of money.
Yeah. All right, no problem.
Dodgy clutch anyway.
Was it? All right, no worries. Thank you. All right, see ya. Thanks a lot. Obviously, the lady's come out. She wanted to get a few bits out of it, which she's done, and now she looks like she's going to scrap it. So it's not exactly in the best conditions, to be fair, but the best place for it probably is a scrap.
Now it's crossed paths with the police. It looks likely this uninsured, unwanted, and possibly unroadworthy vehicle is heading to the crusher.
This is another one. Hello? Right, thanks for that.
Police jobs can come in at any time.
What, there have keys. I do not want to be lying on the floor in this weather.
And car pound operatives work 24/7.
Let's go.
Removing illegal vehicles from our roads all through the night.
Oh, yeah. All right. Perfect. That's me. It's definitely no tax.
Definitely no tax.
Right.
It's not for a year.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Right. Let's do my photos. It's not obviously something that hasn't slipped someone's mind. It's definitely one of them. I'm not paying it. Doesn't matter if it's got keys, it doesn't matter if it's in a multi-storey car park, it doesn't matter if it's in an underground car park. We will get the car.
Lantern Recovery, Daniel speaking.
At the control centre, it's late in the day when another police call-out for an uninsured driver comes in.
Down at the Shell petrol station. Yeah, I'll get the driver on his way. It's 30 minutes.
We just had a call from the police to go recover a Honda Civic from the petrol station on the A1 at Boreham Wood. How you doing? Not bad, you?
Yeah, not too bad. You were still...
Oh, you're right with them there? Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's cool. All right, no problem.
The driver and his friend are both deaf.
Thank you very much. Perfect. Thank you. Everything out, mate? All done?
It looks a little bit beaten up as it's gone past, so I've checked it. It's got no tax, it's declared off roads, no insurance. They're trying, as a lot of people will, play my licence is at home game, but we've got ways and means of getting physical copies of people's driving licences at the roadside. Never used to, but it's a very handy system. So, no insurance, tax, or licence.
Been caught, no insurance, and that's it. You're going to lose them out. I think it's a legal reverse, so you'll end up scrapping it. It's quite a strong smell of cannabis from it, to be fair. Straight away, as soon as you open the door, you can smell it. Chilled out, haven't they? Yeah, they're very chilled out. They're going to have a nice little walk home.
For Lee, it's one last trip back to the car pound before his day ends.
Probably well worth the cop pulling it over, because obviously looking at the state from the outside, it's questionable whether it should be on the roads. The insurance probably works out more than what the car's worth. So probably hence why they haven't insured it. They're probably just get cheap runarounds, take a chance for a week, couple of days, a month or whatever, and see how they go. And obviously they've been caught no insurance. I don't think they'll be coming back for it. So I think they'll probably give this a miss and end up scrapping it, I think.
With the car securely locked away at the pound, it's one less illegal vehicle on Britain's roads. All taken care of while the country sleeps.
It's amazing to know that there's that many cars out there that shouldn't be on the road for various reasons. I believe that the illegal vehicles that I'm taking off the road are preventing other crimes to be committed as well. I'm quite happy that we're preventing bigger things by doing a smaller thing.
Unfortunately, it's not one rule for one for another. The same rule applies to everyone.
It's not only their pocket they're playing with, it's other people's. So that's what puts everyone's money up, because people are doing this.
The rules are in place for a reason, and everyone's got to abide by the rules. Keep everyone safe.
About to start over on Comedy Central, the start of season 2 of Rod Gilbert's Growing Pains. Next year on Channel 5, how two of the most prolific criminals in British history were apprehended. Channel 5's original documentary series, The Railway Killers, concludes after the break.